Right now. Okay, now we'll start today. Welcome to everyone. So today we'll learn heat, ventilation and air conditioning system. It is shortly called as HVAC system. So H stands for heating, V for ventilation and A for air conditioning, AC for air conditioning. So what is this air HVAC system? Basically, we'll see in short, this system, HVAC system provides heating and cooling to the residential and commercial buildings, becoming, it is more popular nowadays because the temperature is being increased, and in new construction, this system can provide fresh air from outdoor, and it enhances the indoor air quality. So along with that, there are some filters. It removes smoke, odors, heat, dust, or some airborne bacteria from the air and maintains the quality of the air inside clean. So it is used in large malls or cinema theaters or large buildings, etc. So, first of all, we'll see our aim is to see what are the factors which affect the efficiency of the HVAC system. So, can you see the screen? The screen is shared. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. So, the first of all, the
Yes,
first,
sir.
okay, good, good. Welcome to everyone. So, Prashant Kumar is there, Bhushan Chaudhary is there, and Kezia Samuel is there. So, uh, the first factor is the building design. So the building design should be such that you just imagine our classroom. There are large windows, the air can come easily. But actually in HV system, we are actually closing the complete room. So the building design, basically how the building is designed. For example, there should be some very good room for ventilation of air, or if some the building is facing to sunlight basically. So what will happen? There will be direct application of sunlight on the walls of the building, and the walls will be heated. But if we the building is designed such that there is no direct fall of sunlight on the building, then what will happen? The walls will not be heated much, and there will not be much load on the HVAC system. So Rohit Pradeep has joined. Then temperature. So what is the temperature setting? Whether we are setting the HVAC system at 20 degrees or 22 degrees or whatever is according to our requirement. Then humidity sensors. What is the humidity requirement in the room or in the hall? And again, it depends on the humidity sensors. Which sensors are used? How are they working? So that this is also one of the factors which affect the efficiency of the system. Then one more thing is, if what is the kind of motor is used for the HVAC system. For example, uh, if we use energy efficient motor, definitely the efficiency of the heat HVAC system will improve, because it will take less amount of electricity to give more output, that is cool air and fresh air. Then rules and regulations for starting the or running the air conditioning system, HVAC system, that is also one of the parameters. Then engagement with stakeholders, the people who are using that HVAC system, how are they using, for how much time are they using. Then allocation of budget. Budget means what is the budget for maintenance of the system. So this is also very important. We have to maintain the system frequently so that the efficiency of the HVAC system will improve. Because just take an example of your bike. If you do not maintain your bike bi-monthly or thrice, once in a 3 month, definitely then only it will work if you maintain it in good condition. The same thing applies to the HVAC system, because Pradyum Taggi has also joined newly. So I admitted. So Pradyum Tyagi is there, Rohit Pradeep is there, Bhushan Chaudhary is there, Prashant Kumar. So these students are present for the current lecture. Then How can we improve the efficiency of the HVAC system? See, the most first important thing is if we plant some trees around the building, then what will happen? There will not be direct sunlight on the building walls. So the walls of the building will be kept naturally cool because the sunlight, the trees will provide some coolness. The sunlight will not fall on the wall. So we have to plant large number of trees, more number of trees around the building so that the temperature will be maintained at a lower side. So then schedule annual maintenance. So we have to maintain the air conditioning system. We have to maintain it properly so that we have to maintain the boiler, compressor, or these pipings, ducts, because there is some refrigerant are there, they are being carried back through some pipes. So we have to maintain them, we have to clean them, we have to insulate the pipes. So these are the points. Then change your filters, air filters clear regularly. We have to we have to change the air filter so that we have to remove the dust particles accumulated in the air filter so that the air will be filtered more properly and you will get clean air inside the hall or inside the room or inside the cinema hall where we are using the HVAC system. Then the next point is use Mohit Sareen has joined newly. Then next point is programmable thermostat. See, if we use a programmable thermostat, then what will happen if the temperature is at the required point, for example, 20 degrees Celsius, then what will happen? The air conditioning system will automatically will be switched off. Otherwise, what will happen? Unnecessarily, there will be load of HVAC system on the system. The compressor will be switched on continuously, though the temperature is at the required point, for example, 20 degrees Celsius. So if there are programmable thermostat which operate automatically, that is, if the temperature becomes 22, it will automatically, the HVAC system will be switched on automatically. But if the temperature comes down to 20 degrees Celsius, then automatically it will be switched off. So that is the programmable thermostat, which is programmed to start the HVAC system at 22 degrees Celsius and which is programmed to switch off the system at 20 degrees Celsius. The next point is have your ductwork inspected. You have to inspect the ductwork frequently. For example, if there is a duct, means there are some pipes passing through the ducts in which these pipes carry air or some refrigerant fluid like freon gas is there. So what happens? We have to insulate these pipes properly. If because these are thermally insulated. If you remove the if the insulation, thermal insulation is removed, then what will happen? The efficiency of the system will be reduced. And Abhishek Pandey has joined. Then Rajneesh Kumar Gupta has joined recently. Then the next point is get a home energy audit. Is we have to conduct the energy audit and we have to find the ways or find the room where we can save energy. For example, what can you do at a home? For example, if there are doors and if there is some leakage around the door, so you have to seal those leakage points so that cool air will not pass out from the room. Shresh Sharma had joined recently. So this is one of the point in the home energy audit. Then we have to use star rated compressor or we have to use the lamps which, for example, if we use LED lamps, what will happen if you use incandescent lamps in the room where there is air conditioner system is fixed or provided? What will happen? These incandescent lamps will produce some heat and which will hamper the functioning or which will bring the load, put on some load on the HVAC system because unnecessarily heat is produced by the incandescent lamps. But if you fit light emitting diode lamps, for example, LED lamps in the room, then what will happen? It will not produce much heat in the room, and the load on the HVAC system is reduced. So that is also one of the points in which we can, which is done in the home energy audit. So there are various such points which can be used in the, or which can be found, or which can be detected in the home energy audit. Then the next point is system upgrade. Means we have to upgrade the system. We have to use very high quality systems whose efficiency is good. The next point
Good
is
morning, sir.
good morning, good morning. Shresh Sharma is there. I will just check the students. Bhushan Chaudhary, Mohit Sarin, Prashant Kumar, Rajnish Kumar Gupta, Rohit Pradeep, Shresh Sharma, and Pradyumna Tyagi. So these students are present for the lecture. So these are the points, and this lecture will be is being recorded and will be put on the edit platform. Everyone can see the lecture again, and even those who are not present right now, those also can see this lecture because the lecture is being recorded. The next point is, okay, now we'll see in detail these points in detail. So what is the next point is clean around outdoor condenser. Means if there is a condenser unit, we have to clean it properly so that it will work efficiently. We have to remove the debris accumulated on it, dirt, dust particles accumulated on it, so that it will work very efficiently. So the cleaning of condenser is one of the points. And the second one, next one is vacuum indoor vents and keep vents unblocked. Indoor vents means some dust and any debris particles in the vents, incoming vents are there. We have to clean them so that these particles will not enter the rooms. And also items like blinds, furnitures, and toys away from blocking the vents. So that we have to keep these things away so that incoming air will come easily inside the room. Then increase your thermostat. That thermostat setting we have already learned, so that setting a thermostat we can easily increase the efficiency of the next one is keep lamps and other heat producing appliances. See, we have just seen the example of incandescent lamps, that we have to keep that these lamps away, or even we can avoid the incandescent lamp which produce more heat. Instead, we can use light emitting diode LED lamps for the illumination purpose in the room. And even we have to keep these things away from the thermostat. See, this is a very important point. See, if there is a thermostat and if we keep an incandescent lamp near the thermostat, then what will happen? Unnecessary, the thermostat will feel that the temperature inside the room is very high, and unnecessarily it will switch on the HVAC system. So the very important thing is we have to keep the lamps away from the thermostat. This is a very important point. Then having heat producing appliances, even in, like lamps, there might be some other heat producing appliances which are kept near the thermostat. So we have to keep those equipment also away from the thermostat so that the thermostat will sense the temperature properly, and it will work efficiently, and the HVAC system will consume less amount of electricity, and it will give more output, and ultimately the efficiency of the HVAC system will improve. The next thing is keep curtains and blinds closed. See, if there are curtains and vanishing blinds are there, so that what happens if we do not keep curtains in closed condition, then what will happen? The air, the sunlight will enter inside the room, and unnecessarily there will be heating of the room, and there will be load on HVAC system. So we have to keep the curtains closed so that there will not be direct sunlight hitting your windows, and the room will be kept cool. So that will also increase the efficiency of the HVAC system. The next point is clear your drain line. Means some fluids are there. We have to clear those drain lines. For example, cooling coil, cooling liquid is there. Basically, there is some freon of F12, etc. Is that fluid is there, which is used as a coolant, and we have to keep that line clear so that there will be a proper flow of the coolant. Nimit Jain has recently joined, so that is also one of the ways. Next point is avoid using dryer and oven. See, if you are sitting in the air conditioning room and if you are using oven for cooking something, then what will happen? There unnecessarily the temperature in the room will increase. So try to avoid. For example, if you are cooking cake in the in the oven inside the room, then what will happen? Unnecessarily, it will produce the heat in the oven, and air conditioning conditioner plant is trying to reduce the temperature. So try to avoid such type of equipment in the air conditioned room, or even a dryer, hair dryer, etc. Because unnecessarily it is producing some heat, and there will be burden on the HVAC system. So running your dryer will cause warm air to be drawn into the room, and it will hamper the efficiency of the system, and same thing will happen for the oven, electric oven. The next is insulate any exposed ductwork. We just discussed that any ductwork is if there is some leakage, so that hot air might enter the room, and which will increase the temperature of the air, or even it will bring some dirt particles, and it will hamper the efficiency of the system. So we have to insulate any ductwork. So that is also one of the ways. The next point is retrofitting. For example, we can have some retrofitting equipment so as to increase. Means if we can fix something to our system so that the efficiency of the system can be HVAC system can be increased. So fixing some additional equipment to increase the efficiency of the HVAC system, or we can replace the compressor. For example, if there is one earlier compressor is there which is less efficient, then we can remove the earlier compressor, and we can fix some energy efficient compressor in which energy efficient motor is used. Adding a condenser fan controls, or some adding some demand control ventilation. So the adding air side economizer. So these are some things which can increase the efficiency of the HVAC system. Then programmable controls and thermostat, that we have already seen. That we can program the thermostat to switch on and switch off automatically as per our requirement, so that the efficiency of the HVAC system is increased. For example, that we already discussed, thermostat point we have already discussed, it is nothing but a bimetallic strip which is switched on when the temperature is 22 degrees as per our setting, and it will be switched off automatically when the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Since that is the our set temperature, you can set the temperature inside the room as per your convenience. The next is invest in energy efficient HVAC equipment. Then instead of buying some regular HVAC system, you can buy star rated HVAC system which is energy efficient, which will consume less amount of electricity, so that which will consume less amount of electricity to produce some coolness. So this is also one of the things that invest in HVAC equipment, and that will at least 10 years. And we have to replace the HVAC system which is 10 years old. So newer models have higher efficiency. So we have to replace the HVAC system after 10 years. So that is also one of the things. Now, the next thing is insulate, don't lose the valuable conditioned air. For example, if we have conditioned the air properly inside the room, and now some air conditioner conditioned air is going outside, it is leaking outside because it is at a cooler temperature, and outside, suppose there is a summer season and the outside temperature is for example 35 degrees and inside temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Then if some inside air is leaking outside because of some leakage, so we have to insulate the things. For example, windows, doors, there might be some leakage, so we have to preserve that air. We don't have to allow that air going outside. So proper insulation is needed. Even sometimes thermal insulators are used. So these are the points which are used to insulate the to increase the efficiency of the system. Then the next point is preserve airflow. We have to make the airflow. We have to keep the system clean. We have to clean the debris, leaves, dust, dirt particles. We have to maintain the air conditioning system very clean. Then we have to, these are the points. So these are the points. We have to keep them, we have to preserve the airflow. Then next point is we have to maintain the system, maintenance. We have to take care of maintenance. We have to maintain the system frequently so that your compressor, motor, etc. will work efficiently. Regular maintenance serves to keep your equipment running efficiently and maximize the HVAC energy efficiency. So maintenance of the equipment is very important. Thermostat point we have discussed. Then air filters, we have to change the air filters, or even we have to clean the air filters so that the filtration of air will take place very easily and you'll get very cool air. Or if you cannot the air clean the air filter, means after some time we have to change the air filters so that because the filter gets clogged, means they will not work efficiently after some time. So even some dust particles are trapped inside the filters, and so we have to change the air filters. Then the next point is power down electronics. Some electronic equipment are there. For example, computer machinery, media, printers. For example, computer also produce very, means if they are unnecessarily, we are not using the computer and it is unnecessarily switched on, someone is working on the computer. So we have to switch off the computer because what will happen, the computer will produce unnecessary heat and it will hamper or it will affect the efficiency of the HVAC system. So we have to switch off the power electronic devices or equipment. Then the next is switch to variable refrigerant flow. Means we have to use some variable refrigerant flow so that the efficiency of the system is improved and it will provide proper cooling. The next point is make education about HVAC system. We have to educate the people for using the HVAC system. Even what can we do? We can use if it is a central HVAC system. What can you do? For example, take an example of a mall. If there is a thickly crowded area, the air conditioners at that place will be switched on, and at a particular place, if there are very few people, then that air conditioner, the air conditioner plant or that unit at that particular location can be switched off. And we have to educate the people how to utilize the HVAC system. Even if the closure time of the mall is, for example, 11 p.m., then what can be done? The HVAC system can be switched off at 10 p.m., 1 hour earlier, so that what will happen, the we can save the electricity, because whatever the coolness is there inside the room, that is sufficient from 10 to 11. And we can, because unnecessary, instead of switching off the HVAC plant at 11 o'clock, we can switch it off at 10 or 10 p.m., which is 1 hour earlier than the closure time of the mall, so that we can save the electricity. For that, we have to educate the people. Then maintenance, air filters that we have learned, power devices, airflow. So these points we have seen. Then even plantation, tree plantation around the plant, that also we have seen. So most of the points we have covered. So what we have learned today, that we have learned HVAC system. In short, we'll just discuss. HVAC system is the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system in which the proper temperature is maintained, even moisture contained, smoke, odor is removed, then dust particles are removed, airborne bacteria are removed, and even carbon dioxide and other gases are controlled, as well as temperature and oxygen replenishment is also done. And then we learned various factors affecting the efficiency of the heat, ventilation, and air conditioning system. Then we'll just now revise the points, because what happened, this Zoom was for 40 minutes. Otherwise, so we'll just revise the points again. What are the factors? First, building design, temperature setting, humidity sensors, then conditioning units, rules and regulation, then engagement, education of the people, allocation of budget for maintenance. Then how can you improve the efficiency? First of all, maintenance is frequent maintenance of one of the points, changing of, see, the message is running out of time, the changing air filters regularly, then programmable thermostat, then inspection of the duct work, then conducting energy audit, considering system upgradation, then cleaning the vents, then keeping the lamps and the other heat producing appliances away from the thermostat, using LED lamps instead of incandescent lamps, then keeping curtains closed so as to avoid direct fall of the sunlight on the walls, then clearing the drain line, then avoiding using dryers and ovens in the room, and insulating the exposed ductwork. Or sometimes we can have retrofitting using extra additional or new compressor, energy efficient compressor, energy efficient motors, programmable thermostats, etc. So these are the points that we have covered today in the 2 days lecture. So good number of students also are present for the lecture. Mohit Sarin is there, Nimi Jain, then Prashant Kumar is there, Rajnish Gupta, Rohit Pradeep, Shesh Sharma, Pradyum Tyagi are present. So, are you able to listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, first we'll just revise, because there are a few minutes to
Yes,
go.
sir.
Zoom will be switched off. So, what was the today's point of discussion? Let me know. What is your understanding? The answer is on the screen. What is the today's point?
HVAC, heating, ventilation, air conditioning. सर इसका factors affecting इनका maintenance करते रहो proper time पे. That
Correct.
is
Correct. So what we'll do today, we'll stop the lecture, and now you focus, because the Zoom is running out of time. What will I do? I have already recorded the lecture. I'll convert it into MP3 or MP4, and I will put this lecture on the our edX platform, and important thing is all of you should solve the questions which are given on the resources section and discussion section of the edX platform, so that it will give you more knowledge. So all students are motivated to write the answers on edX. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prashant Kumar. Again, I will just take attendance.
Thank you,
Prashant
sir.
Kumar.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, any information regarding the unit test?
I will just discuss that. I will just first take the attendance. Prashant Kumar, Mohit Sarin, Nimit Jain, Rajnish Kumar Gupta, then Rohit Pradeep, Shresh Sharma, Pradyum Tyagi, etc. These students are present.
Sir,
Thank you very much. We'll stop the lecture, and then
sir, any information regarding unit test?
just a minute.